So if you were to ask me if I could choose just one gimbal to own that supports several different cameras and offers the most features at the best price, which one would I select? I would confidently tell you this gimbal right here. This gimbal is the FeiyuTech SCORP Mini 3 Pro, and I find myself using this gimbal pretty much every single week. Here's why. So first of all, this gimbal is super versatile. It supports action cameras, mirrorless cameras, smartphones, and compact cameras. In addition, I also use this gimbal with my 360 cameras. There are very few gimbals out there that you can use with everything from a tiny action camera all the way up to a mirrorless camera and lens weighing about 4 pounds. And this gimbal also has Bluetooth pairing capabilities that work with several different cameras, where there are different features you can use, such as record, mode switching, and more. And this gimbal is great for all-day shooting. It has a 14-hour battery on it, so you can do a long filming session. You don't have to worry about the battery in the gimbal running out on you. So I'm gonna show you how to mount an action camera on here, and these principles will carry over to any camera or smartphone you're mounting on here. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to get it balanced, and then how to adjust the motor strength. So the first thing you wanna do is you wanna make sure all the axes are unlocked. So when they're all unlocked, it's going to move freely on all of them, like this right here. And then the second thing you wanna do is you wanna make sure this is facing forward. So this is the AI tracking. You wanna make sure that's at the front of your camera. And then the next thing we're gonna do is, in this case, this camera doesn't have a 1/4" 20 mount built onto it. So I'm going to first mount this camera on this bracket right here, the 1/4" 20 thread. So we're going to just screw this in right here. There's a tool that comes with it, but I find I'm usually able to hand tighten it. We just want to center this underneath. And once it's approximately centered, we're gonna tighten it here. And then once we've got it tightened there, we're gonna pop this bracket into place. And we want it centered right there. So basically when we tilt it, we want this to line up in a fairly straight line right across here. And once that's attached, what we wanna do is we want to adjust this axis next. So if we push this up like this, it's going to lean way forward, and that's not a good balance. So with the light action camera, this bracket, you're generally gonna wanna bring it all the way down. And then we're going to lock this into place right here. And you can see right there, we've got a pretty good balance already, but it does seem to lean a little bit this way. We want it to sit level. So if we pull it this way, it leans to the right. We don't want that. So we're gonna push it back to the left till it sits just like that. And then we're going to lock it into place. So we're going to power it on right here. And so what we're gonna do is we're going to tap this button in the upper left right there where it says motor power, and we're gonna tell it to auto tune. And we're gonna click start tuning right down here. And it's gonna show a nice little progress bar. You're going to hear it vibrate a little bit as it configures each of the motors. And then once it's done, it's gonna say calibration complete. You can click it. And one of my favorite features on this gimbal is the built-in AI tracking 4.0. So you can use the AI tracking with any camera you can mount on this gimbal, because the AI tracking is built into the gimbal, and all you have to do is tell the gimbal what to track. And the way you do that is using gestures. All you have to do is do the OK symbol, and it's going to start or stop tracking a face. And for custom framing, you're gonna do the double L's, and it's going to frame how you want it to. So if you want framing like this, or you want framing tighter like this, the tracking is going to adjust automatically. And the nice thing about that AI tracking is you're not limited horizontally. You can do a full 360, and the gimbal is able to rotate the 360 for tracking you. Like in this clip right here. So light went green on here, and it is tracking me now. So I'm going to walk around, and I'm gonna let the camera follow me. I'm gonna try to escape from it, but based on my testing so far, that's not going to work, because it is just going to keep following me. And then I'm going to go back a little bit here too, and I wanna see how well it does with that. So I can get back quite far, and I still see the green light, and I can still see that it's tracking me. It's very hard to hide from this AI tracker. I have worked with some gimbals before where it's actually very easy for it to lose track of you, but this one does a really good job. And I'm gonna go behind a tree here and come out the other side, and I'm going to see if it can pick me back up. And see, I disappeared, and then I came back, and it found me again. Very impressive. The tech within here is definitely not overrated. It does work really well. And if you get close to the camera, it'll continue tracking you. It'll just pan and tilt, and then if you get down lower, it's gonna track you there as well. And the tracking does work up to 18 meters away, so you have a really good distance. The handle on this gimbal that has the 1.3-inch touchscreen on it is detachable. So you can detach the handle and you can hang on to it up to 18 meters away. And you can adjust several other parameters on the gimbal without needing to be right there at the gimbal. So this gimbal is really good if you're a solo creator. This gimbal's got everything you need for that. So the detachable remote, it slides off right there, and this is what it looks like. So it's kind of like a RC car controller in your hands. That's how I would liken it. And it's got the adjustment here, so you can see the gimbal adjusting in the background as I toggle it, which is very cool. And you've got your record button right here, you've got your mode switch button here, and then you've got your power button on the side. And this of course charges right through this with the built-in battery. And on the screen here, you can swipe through these. Like I said earlier, you can adjust a whole ton of settings on here. And the screen has a nice little battery status on it. And it's a nice size for a touchscreen at 1.3 inches. So I really like that design. And yeah, when you're done with it, just to attach it back, you just slide it back into place and you're gonna hear it click into place and it's good to go. And another cool thing about this gimbal is it has a lot of accessory compatibility. And what I mean by that is you've got this 1/4-inch thread mount right here. So you can mount a whole bunch of accessories on there. You can mount lights on there, shotgun microphones, pretty much anything that'll work with that 1/4-inch mount you can put on here. And there are a lot of things that work with that. And of course, this does also have the tripod feet that you can put here on the bottom. This comes with it. So if you want to use this as a tripod, you just attach these. And the legs fold out nice and wide on this, which makes it really stable. It's very, very wide there. But then if you don't want to have that on there, you can just use it just like this, or you can use these folded on here for a little bit more of a handle, which can be great sometimes if you're working with a larger camera, because you can have both hands like this, which can be very useful. And I don't often talk about gimbal cases, but this one actually is worthy of talking about. It's a nice hard shell case, and it's really nice inside for storing the gimbal. When you unzip it, you've got this compartment down here for storing the gimbal. And also you'll notice this comes with a light. That light is one of those optional accessories you can mount on here, and that light has a built-in battery. And you can recharge it or power it via USB-C. But then if we open up this compartment right here, there are the instructions in here, and there's all kinds of pouches with all of the different brackets and possible mounts you could need for your cameras. And there's also a bunch of cables in here. You've got all kinds of stuff in here. And the phone bracket mount is also worthy of a quick note here. This isn't just any smartphone bracket. Let me show you what I mean. So this thing is heavy duty. It's made of metal. But look right here. It's got a fan on it. So when you were using this, you can plug this fan in on your gimbal, and this fan is going to spin and help keep your smartphone cool. Because if you're filming on a smartphone, especially in really high quality footage, that smartphone can get really hot and it can overheat. So having this fan here is just a really nice, well thought out touch by FeiyuTech. And this smartphone mounting bracket opens nice and wide. Basically, if you own a smartphone, it's going to fit in here. So if you're looking for a gimbal to use with pretty much every camera you own, I definitely encourage you to check out the FeiyuTech SCORP Mini 3 Pro. I've linked to this gimbal in the description below. And if you'd like to learn more about how I use this gimbal with the brand new DJI Osmo Action 6, check out this playlist right here.